Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to start off the day by telling you a little bit more about why I started What the Health. Not sure what's going on with my voice, but something is. Anyway, I want to tell you about Dr. Simon, Dr. Karen Simon in Camarillo, California. So everybody should know about her. I thought she was the greatest gastroenterologist on the face of this planet. I really did. So much so that I forced my work, who everybody at my work is on Kaiser, and because I am who I am, I needed my gastroenterologist, and my boss is like the coolest boss ever in the world. She agreed and got me Blue Shield specifically so that I could keep this gastroenterologist. This is 6 years of her paying for a separate insurance so that I could have this gastroenterologist. So, this year, she knew that I didn't want to take biologics, and she knew that I was more of a natural girl, and she sort of played my game for a little while until I had a flare-up. And then it was real bad. I was sitting on her table, doubled over in so much pain, like you can't imagine unless you have had Crohn's or something similar, but doubled over, major, massive pain, enough to the point where I was crying on her table. And she looked at me as I was in tears on her table and said, "I'm sorry, I can't see you anymore as my patient because you are not willing to take my biologics or prednisone. So I can't help you, and I can't sleep at night, so I can't see you anymore. But you should follow up with your regular doctor." And I'm like, okay, like still in pain, still in tears, in shock. So I do what she says because, I'm a good patient, right? And I follow up with my regular doctor. My regular doctor, somehow she had called him. This guy didn't know me from Adam. The only time he had ever seen me was to give me shots before I went to Cambodia. That was it. And he didn't know me. He didn't know my situation. He knew nothing. But when I went into his office 2-3 weeks later, I don't remember, whenever I could get an appointment, I was doubled over in pain, crying, and actually had to leave the room while the doctor's assistant was in there to go to the restroom because I was in an ungodly amount of pain, doubled over in pain, crying. This doctor comes in the room and starts screaming at me. "Dr. Simon called me, and she told me that you're not willing to take her medicine. If you're not willing to take her protocol, there's nothing I can do for you." And I'm just like, you don't even know why I'm here, I was actually there to ask him about gallstone stuff, but he wouldn't give me a chance. I just got off the table and walked out, and I was in tears, and I came home and I called my boss, and she said, "You can't deal with this shit anymore." And they actually changed my insurance mid-year, and Blue Shield was appalled at these doctors, the way that they treated me. And I really felt like I was back on the elementary school playground being bullied into taking biologics or prednisone, both of which could kill me. But look at me now. You know what? That's what I want to say. Look at me now. I'm happy, I'm healthy, and guess what? Docs, I didn't take your prednisone. I did take your prednisone for a little while, and it made me want to bang my head into a coconut tree and watch it bleed all over the ground. So I'm not going to take your prednisone ever, and I have scars all over my body from it. So no, never. What I want to say to you guys, don't be bullied. Don't let this happen to you. And stand up for what you believe in. If you know that you shouldn't be taking some medication, don't take it. Don't take it. You know what? Stand up for yourself. And I'm sorry this was a real long post, but this is part of my journey, and this is part of why I started What the Health, because this was the real reason why I was like, what the hell is wrong with these doctors? Didn't they take a Hippocratic oath to help people? They didn't want to help me. All they wanted to do was be drug pushers. So don't fall prey, please. Don't fall prey, because there's other ways to help yourself. If you know that there's other ways inside, instinctively, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Because it worked for me, and I know it can work for you too.